Okay, and then once the backtest is run, we are moving on to the final task, which is to execute the orders. So this is all boilerplate. And what we're doing here is we're looking at the output of the pickle file. And then we are using Omega to actually execute the orders from the backtest. So let me just spend a second here and explain how this works. When you run the backtest, the whole workflow will basically run every night. And the way that you would do this is you would set this up on a timer or task manager on Windows or a cron job on your Mac or Unix computer. And you would run this entire workflow after the market closes every single night. And it would take, about 2 hours to run overnight. And that would include downloading the data, staging the database, bundling the data, running the backtest. And what the backtest will give you is that output data frame actually has a column full of the orders that were caught that day. And what all of this code does is it will actually pull those orders out of the performance output of the backtest and use those to stage orders for the market opening using Omega, the automated trading system, the algorithmic trading SDK. And the reason this works is you might be wondering, well, there's no way I would put in orders overnight. Well, in this particular case, this is a quantitative portfolio strategy. We are not sensitive to time. All right, so our edge is not the time in which we get into the market. Our edge is the fact that we are following this momentum factor, okay? And because of that, we are not so sensitive to the price, and we can take the risk of putting market orders in overnight and letting them execute in the morning. And that's exactly what we're doing here. I did that for many, many years very successfully. So we are importing Omega, and we are going to get our current positions from our portfolio. So this is using Python. We go out to our brokerage account, get our positions. First, we actually instantiate our app. So we have this trading app. We grab all the positions. Then we grab all of the positions out of the backtest. Then we basically figure out which positions we want to divest, and then we liquidate them. So what that means is that we figure out which positions we have in our portfolio that we no longer want based on the backtest. We loop through each one of those. We create a contract object using Omega, and we set the portfolio value to 0%. And this is a very powerful method called order target percent. It takes a contract and an order type. This could be a market or a limit, and it figures out the number of shares that you need to trade to set the allocation of that stock to 0. We then pull out the orders that we need, and we convert them into Omega orders with this function Omega trades from Zipline. And we do the same thing. We iterate through all of these orders. We send in the orders with the contract. We create and we then send in the order. And this is all done for us using Omega. Okay. Then the task is over and we are done. Okay, so this is the full end-to-end workflow system that you will get with this course. It's absolutely incredible. It's taken us about 18 months to put together. Last thing I'll note here is the documentation that exists in the Omega trading app. So you've got lots of examples. If I go back one, these are all different examples to show you exactly how to use the library. So for example, here's all of the methods that you would use to get different market data. Here is the historical market data, all these examples. You have a scanner. Okay, these are all workable examples. These are all IPython notebooks that you would be able to download. Here's all the different order types. Lots and lots and lots and lots of order types. All this code is given to you as part of the course, and that's Omega. And the other thing, if you're actually a developer and you enjoy looking at code, I've got this PYI file. It's a Python interface file. And here's all the documentation. So the doc strings within each of these methods is very rich. Lots and lots of documentation. You can see even where the code is like one line, I've got all this really good documentation. And all this PYI file does is give you great IntelliSense. So that's a wrap. That's the end-to-end workflow. So about 45 minutes just to go through the high level of what you get in this course. All the code is given to you, all the clinics. Very excited about launching this for you guys and really excited to see you in the course. So until then, take care.